Make sure that we are looking at YouTube also.
Hmm?
Make sure that we're looking at YouTube also. We're live right now. But
Oh, we're
my
live.
my
Hi.
friend did not know that in order if your family not have enough to eat for breakfast in the morning, and there's a fowl who's close by, that it cackles in a certain way when it wants to lay. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, my grandma used to watch it fold them. Yeah.
It cackles when it wants to lay. It's a different way that it cackles than when it's laying eggs. And then the other thing she didn't know was that if the egg is fully mature but not out yet, that they can put their finger in and pull it out.
My
So I was
granny
trying.
used to do it.
Yeah, I was teaching her that as much. She said, "What? Me never hear nothing about that in my life. Oh my God." I know that Diane, Mr. Dora said, Diane never hear it either.
I heard it before because you've shared that story, Leo.
Hey, boy.
Oi, let me tell you, life in the tropics. Hi, guys. It's so good to see you. Michelle, how you doing?
Great. How is everybody? I'm good. Good, good,
Yeah.
good, good. Can't
And
complain.
I look good to me at all, at all. You say that I'm good, good, good.
I'm stressed out, but you know, you have to always say the positive.
Yeah, Michelle, how you doing? Good, 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 good. I'm good.
Well, just smile and nod. Put it out.
Smile and nod.
Smile and nod. I want to use this opportunity to do a few things, to catch up on a few things. I didn't wish my girlfriend Monica happy birthday. She had a birthday last week, and I want to hear.
Monica, the one from Canada.
Yes, the chef.
My friend from Canada, a birthday.
Yeah.
The cookie friend, my cookie friend.
Chef, not no
Chefy friend. Oh my God. Hello, Chefy. Happy birthday.
Is that?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. And just to hail up, thank everybody for excusing us last week, Saturday.
Is Chefy watching? Is Chefy watching?
Yeah, man, Chefy washing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that Michelle was the one who dumped on us Saturday, right? And Michelle
No, I thought you guys didn't have internet, and I thought
I didn't have internet. That was my problem.
I
I
knew
didn't
that
have-
you were tired.
Well, Michelle could have come on by herself. Michelle could have
Yes.
come on by herself. What? So if me not available and Diana available, Michelle can come on. Share the show.
Me not that interesting. Sorry.
You find all kind of stories to talk about. You just have to get on.
Exactly.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you, I have a whole heap of stories to share out here in Jamaica. I don't even know where to start. I wanted to share the news about the hair situation now that we are here.
What can I hear? What can I hear here? What can I hear here?
We wanted to talk about HAIR now that we are HERE.
There's another one, you know?
Yes.
HEAR. Me, I hear you.
Well, on a better HEAR with true no EAR.
Can I go into some of the salutations that are coming in?
Sure.
Michael says, welcome. Jesse said, good evening, all. Jalighting said, blessing. I'm watching from West Africa, Ghana, Cape Coast. Garson
Yeah! Hey, I want to go to Ghana.
Really?
Brethren, I want to come to Ghana.
Yeah, what you go down to Ghana go do? You never know nobody.
The ear say the place where the slave them ship the slave them from is still there. And
Yeah.
I want to go and do a follow back on me there. Anybody ready for go Ghana?
Yes.
Yeah, buy a ticket.
Of course. What do you?
I am coming.
Your
When
ticket.
is it?
Whoever else is coming, ticket.
Who is there? Ja Lightning. What is Ja Lightning's proper name? Because that can't be his name. When him did born, what his mother call him, and what him doing down
No,
there?
you can't ask the Rastaman that. You're crazy. You can't
Yeah,
ask the
but we want to
Rastaman
know what was in Babylon name.
that. Rastaman is a Rastaman. Whatever name him give you, that's Ja Lightning is the name.
No, but we can't come and
John
say we're
Lightning.
going to see John Lightning just like that. Them now go take that the name upon the documentation.
You
And
might be
what
surprised.
I do down there.
Garvin said, big up who for big up small dung, who for small dung. Philip said, good evening all. Welcome, Philip. Garvin said, Leo, you go church?
Of course, we got church once every 2 years.
Anita said, good night, everyone. Jesse said, oh, I was wondering what happened. John Lightning said, you have to come in, man.
Respect.
Family, you're welcome. Cape Coast. So, you know somebody there already.
Exactly.
Right.
Don't they have a straight flight from Jamaica to there or
Does it
no?
matter? When you
Go
go,
to-
when
go
you
to
go Ghana, you just
England.
relax. You just, when you go Ghana, you just relax. Anywhere in Africa you go, you just relax.
Just go England and you're safe.
Yeah.
Or fly through New York.
Okay.
There's also some Rastaman in Ethiopia,
Mhm.
a place named Sasha Monet.
Sasha Monet.
Yeah, 500 Jamaicans repatriated to Jamaica back in 1955.
Oh,
Okay. So did they
so
put them?
that's not bad.
Did they give them something when they got there?
They give them land.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, and then when they take it back, then take back the land 1967.
Oh, they did?
Yes. And then they fight for it and they get it back 1973 or 74. So
Okay.
Oh, them fight like how them fight on a Cornwall Regional Hospital today.
I'm more like that for. I remember the girl that was married to Jacure, her family was there. Her dad talk about it, their musician family. The
Mhm.
girl,
Hold on there. Which Jack you're about? The one who got
the
prison?
one that's locked up right now, yeah. Remember his wife, the girl that was our Miss Jamaica or Miss Jamaica World?
Sorry, lady, but you know, if you got prison 2 times for the same thing, something wrong.
Well, so it's a matter of if you not go say go near. So
Exactly.
Well,
anyway, we still sympathize with him because a lot of people just don't know how to control themselves and their emotions and find themselves in these unfortunate positions. But we hope that he's learned his lesson, and he'll be a better citizen when he gets out of.
But you know, it's one of the things that we were talking about last week. Professional organization for artists, because a lot of artists come from certain places and they never learn how to transition from where they come from into business and into the world.
A
Because
different
no-
social operation.
Exactly, because they just left where they are and they never get any learning, any kind of edification, and just boom, gone, start make money, and the same lifestyle they live, I same way them live with the public, and that can't happen.
Yeah.
That
That
can't
is
happen.
It's a mash up there.
I mean, sound system a pop off.
that is true. Cause they did have a discussion about that this week with the same thing about artists. That they were saying like they don't really make as much money in Jamaica with the songs, whatever. It's like touring and all these things, but you have to sell yourself. But it's like a lot of people exist to offer mentorship. But because once they start making the money and they have the entourage, it's like they don't want to listen to anybody. Like, like for guidance and how
They don't
to.
want the entourage around them, and that's the learning part that because people, you grow up and you see guys with entourage, and you want your own entourage to walk back at you and thing, but that doesn't get you anywhere. In order for you to transition and make business your business, make business out of singing, make a business out of your entertaining in thing, then you have to transition. You have to.
So how do we begin that conversation? Well, the conversation seems to be out there, but how do you start that process to convince me, who been singing my 2 dirty song them forever, make my $3 million, have 2 Benz park up outside and trail a load of girl? How do you convince me? How do you get me to the table to have that conversation?
What's that guy, Leo? He was on the show once, but they say his organization offered that. I'm talking.
That's the one, the Jaria guy. They had the award ceremony last week.
Okay, so organizations like that would have that conversation with the artists.
I don't know that they're having it. That's the thing, because I don't think the artists them are listening to them.
So who are gonna listen? Who them are gonna listen to?
Listen, if you the thing is, a lot of artists, you know, we are Jamaicans, and we grew up with the word what we call ignorant, you know, ignorant, and that word actually mean me aggressive and me bad and you know me lick it on, that kind of thing, right? But we need to get that out because that kind of anger and you know a lot of our anger is make believe anger, you know that, right?
So we're not really angry.
No, they just have to put up the front that them angry for ward off other man. You know,
They
other
just
man
put
ready
on a
to,
mask.
they just put that, yeah, they just did. And that's why they say you mask up or you mask up, no mask, but mask up or you what do you call it again when you make up your face? Screw your
Yeah,
face and
true thing.
those things are mechanical. They are things that are built just to protect one's image. That's what it's about
So we hide behind a facade.
all day long.
Mm.
And most of them are perform. They're actors.
Yeah, a lot of it. You know, so um, it's unfortunate, but you know, probably that's what makes reggae good
Mm.
because of all those things that make it up. It's the anger and the lack of business and all of them things there. Maybe that's what make it so unique. Because if we make them any smarter, but I just saw where Sean Paul just made 1 billion subscribers on YouTube. 1 billion, you know.
Mhm.
But
Are they paid subscribers or are they just subscribers?
Because they're paid for
Okay.
those the one he's on.
Okay.
one
All right.
billion
Yep.
subscribers on
So
YouTube.
we need to start singing then. Why we don't have a billion subscribers, Leo? You have
You
not
know
been.
what I saw this evening?
No.
You know what I saw this evening? I saw one of the videos that you and I did in Jamaica the other day.
Mm.
I started playing it. It have advertising going on it. That means
Who
it's popular.
advertising it?
Yeah, YouTube put one
And
video.
funny.
Yes, that means that we make a
Okay.
penny. We make $1 or 1 penny somewhere, somehow.
But that's not even fair. Who asked me? Nobody never asked me. I need a lawyer.
I don't know either.
And
but
we need an
I know.
attorney because
I'll be
how
the-
can
I'll be
they
the-
just jump up and jump into a business like that and put an ad? Suppose I don't
I
subscribe.
think when you sign on, you give up
That's
certain
part
rights.
of it, yes.
Yeah, when you sign, read the fine print. Erica said hello, good night to see you all. Peter said good night, good evening all. Carlene said good evening everyone. Jean said howdy, walk one today. Bless up on yourself every day. Every day. Okay, yeah. And
Remember you-
Jalai.
That's
Oh,
my
Jalai is an artist.
Huh?
Jalai said he's an artist.
Oh.
Oh, so that
It's-
means he's an artist that paints or an artist that sings. What is
What's
it?
your business? The man is a singer. Stop it.
You know, but I'm still an artist.
He's an artist.
In Ghana right now. Enough respect to you, my brethren. So you understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
And is that
Wait.
Carlene? Is that my sweetheart, Carlene?
Where Carlene went.
One can
Carlene,
like
my
She like me today and not like me tomorrow. That's the one.
Just say he loved the show very much, family. Patricia said good night, everyone. Leah, Diana, and Michelle, how are you guys doing? Mar Scott said hello, my people. Jalite said me love the mad. But that is good. So let us go into our topic. What are we talking about here? All type of hair.
talking about all kind of here. So several students at Kingston College, that is, were barred from entering the compound this morning, and that was yesterday. No, today. Were barred from entering the compound this morning as they were deemed not properly groomed. The exercise started as early as 7:30, and as students arrived for school, they were told they will not be admitted. The action left the students barred student upset. The majority were told that their hairstyles were deemed improper or not fit for the classroom. Sir, at the last week of school, we have exams next week. This is not right. The government says we must not turn us out. And this is what they are doing at grade 11, told the Gleaner. Some of the boys remained at the gate while others went home. This completely goes against what the Ministry of Education says. Most of these students are preparing for CXC. If anything happens to any of these boys, it will be on KC, a disgruntled parent said. No, all schools, and particularly the boys' schools, have some strict rules about how high they must wear them here, how they must wear them here, and how they must carry themselves. KC is enforcing their policies, their rules that everybody is aware of. And people are upset. I'm not upset.
Why are you not upset?
I'm not upset because everywhere has a policy, and the policy for this institution is that they want their young men to carry themselves in a particular way that is acceptable in the wider social space. And so they're preparing them for that. They do it at JC as well, and they must adhere by the policy. Quiet.
Because that's not your opinion, you know, just what the school is doing.
No.
That's my opinion.
The judge ruled 2 years ago that that young kid, that the principal did not violate the Constitution for implementing the school's rule.
Policy.
And so if the school have its own rule, then they must abide by it. That's the way it is. And they can't just dress any way. If they know the rules. When they went to first form, they got those rules. The parents got it too.
Everybody gets an outline. This is how high the hair is to be. Okay. And young men, gentlemen, please adhere to it. And
there's no argument there.
And then because it's 2 weeks before school closes, you think you can come with it high and have this massive afro? No, they must adhere to it to school.
To me, when I look at the pictures of the boys standing, the afros were not that high. But even if the school has its rules and they need to punish these students, why send them home? You can't punish them in the school, right? You could offer detention. We used to have detention. You could have them do
and get the point home.
First of all, we don't know what the rule is as far as the hair is concerned. I saw that picture too, and I was questioning whether or not their hair was too high, but I don't know what the rule is. I have no clue what the rule of the school is, but if the school says that you can't come in because your hair is not groomed, then you can't come in. I don't think
they should turn away any student. I don't think they should turn away any student. They could do in punishment, punish children within the school until they change their hairstyle. You know, they have to make them clean up the school. Like I remember in high school, we have to go down to the farm, go clean cow dung or, you know, whatever, to punish them until they comply. But I don't think they should send home these young boys to do what? Roam the street, get into trouble? What are they
send them home to go and get their hair cut.
But the parents gonna be home?
No, but some of them, these are grade 11. These are big boys who can find their way home.
It's unfair to send these young people home. You think half of them go back to school?
They never send home no first former. They never send home no second former.
If they don't come back, they violate the rule for the school. They send them home to go and get groomed and come back.
No, I think they should have kept them in school, not send them to be on the road or go figure out which barber shop to go to. Keep them in school. In punishment, if they leave and come tomorrow morning without you punish them again within school, they punish them until they get it right. I don't think they should be sending them home.
I bet them don't have to punish them again tomorrow, because then when come back getting it right.
Trust me, they won't get it right tomorrow.
They don't get it right.
Some of them will look this so. I don't think they get it right. And the thing that really upsetting to me is when I see some of the member of parliaments opposing and arguing, and I'm like, you can create these policy changes. One on
Yes, they can only create it to an extent. I am at liberty to institute certain, to exercise certain rights and privileges at an institution.
Yeah, but they can set the standards.
Yeah, but this is
set already.
They can set a minimum standard. I can decide what I want.
Constitution has
no, but they need to restrict some of these power these principals have. They need to go back. They have too much power. Every week I see some nonsense these principals are doing.
I don't know.
We don't educate because and I'm not, but I do think they need to restrict some of these principles. They're getting out of hand.
Because they send home
Personally,
because they don't comply with the rules.
look how much money they send up. If one poor little boy in our crutches, the
Send
boy all his life
that
is
is
in
what Baba.
crutches.
The principal is
And
not
the worst part,
executing any
part,
rule. The principal is not executing any rule that is not on the books. The only
and
reason
the
why
worst
he
part,
or she, the only reason why he or she could tell them to go home is if
they
that's
leave
on the
it
books.
open. They just tell them to do. They never put any
It has to be on the books.
No,
It
they just
can't
give
be-
it like, okay, you can make this decision. They need to define it more narrowly what they
How
can
you know
and
that
cannot.
it's not defined?
No,
It is
Michelle, but
not.
it
It
is
is
fine.
broad
My
because you can't just
son
send up
went to
things
Jamaica
like that.
College.
They ought to order. But you know what the worst part is, both of you? Did you
What?
see at champs how they all had their hair out growing, whatever, running for
Yes,
champs?
but that is champs, them out there,
No,
them,
but
but them
they
not
were in
coming on
school
it.
though. They
Them
went
allow
to
them to
school
do
and
that
then they went to champs.
and them win the championship and now the principal has said, oh no,
It's out to
comply.
order.
It's like you're saying, okay, we're going to have a night of party on campus. You know, usually run party at campus, but this is the night that you're having
They
a party.
train on
After that,
campus.
it's not a
Make
party.
sure they train at campus. Make sure they go to school at campus. And make sure they win the trophy with the same hair.
Well, I put it
Probably
this way.
party
I don't
down,
have a
you know, then
problem
decide
with.
for
I don't have a
court
problem with the principal setting the
I
standard.
just said something.
I
Them,
have
prob-
no
them
problem
probably
with that
pat
at all.
it down because I know that them used to pat it down, pat it down, pat it down.
No, let me tell you. If the principal decide that he won't cut it himself, me have a problem with that.
No, and I have a problem with that because it exposed them to a whole heap of hygiene issues and
Yeah.
But I read
lawsuits.
some of the comments. Just say he's a composer, performer, recording artist.
Yeah.
Carlene said, maybe. I guess your question, Leo. Patricia said, Leo, I see you keeping the rude boy looks. We didn't have turned backwards.
And they can't keep me out of school either. They can't keep me out of school.
I'll kick you off for sure.
Althea said, what is the use of keeping them? Go home now and get it cut.
Exactly.
People are so heartless. Nigel said them a hard back boy if you take bus go home. Picnic them. What is wrong with you people? They are children.
Exactly.
Carl said send them home. They know the
Exactly.
rules. It's nothing new. Althea said with parents like you knocking the teachers, that is why the children are the way they are. Listen to me,
Yes,
Althea.
Michelle, that is
Absolutely.
exactly.
I agree with you.
How hairstyle prevent them from succeeding in life?
Of course.
How
Oh.
it prevent them from how it prevents me because I'm wearing a sleeveless frock from going to courthouse because there
That
is
is
a rule. There is a rule.
There's a rule. They got the rule from first form. And all it's being done right now is, I don't even know why it make news. It shouldn't make news at all, you know. And that's why this is some of the irresponsible behavior of our media. I don't know which
It's not
is
irresponsible.
but
Let us
that's
know.
quite irresponsible for them to intervene into people's into the school business like that. And Kite was
So it can be addressed.
Yes.
And I'm glad that the ministry agrees that it needs to be addressed, which they did put out a statement that they will be addressing it.
Address
So
what?
somebody agrees. But
Address
this
what?
is it.
They
What
can't
is this
listen. The rules of the school supersedes anything else.
We'll
So
see.
if the principal is executing the rules of the school, there nobody at all can come in. And not even the president or prime minister himself can come in and can do anything.
The rule is the rule, and everybody's
the
made
rule.
aware or fair with it from the
You
school
guys
staff.
are so harsh. He
And
said, what
no,
is wrong
we
with
stick to
making
the
our
rules.
boys looking like decent young men? Our young men should have some responsibility. Oh, they look indecent.
Of
None
course,
of these boys look indecent.
abide by the rules. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Everywhere has rules. People must abide by them, regardless
If me a
of
drive on it, listen, if me a drive on the road and the police catch me, I go like 110 in a 80 mile zone, I get a ticket, okay? So there's no,
yes.
right, Diana? Right, Diana? I get a ticket. Right? I
Yes,
can't
I
buy
get
me
a
way out. I can't
Can't
tell.
buy your way out.
So no, not at all.
They need to
Everybody live
focus
by
on the
rules.
teachers.
Right,
And
and I can't argue that. Oh, my car is fast. My car can do 167.
I heard somebody say that before. I heard somebody say that.
No, I can't argue about that.
I'm driving a BMW. I don't know when it's going at 110 miles an hour. You know, that's what she
Jean
said.
said, Machari Jean, Kira them in school not helping, or keeping them in school, not helping. They are going to wear the hairdo and take the detention. They know what they are doing, just want to have their own way, follow the school rules. Lanning said, I love the teachings, family. Give thanks for the gift. Noreen said, hi, everyone. I'm just coming in. And what's the discussion about? The ridiculous hair rules. Althea said, if there are rules, why are we debating? Rules can be changed and modernized. Peter said, KC boys send home because of haircuts or lack thereof. Jean says, send them a yard. They know the rules.
I love you, Jean. I love you, bad. I love you, bad. Let me ask you, by the way. Who institute this policy that we can wear orange on the show?
We can wear any color. We can wear.
I feel my money by. I'm in a weary.
And it fits Michelle well.
It matches my color, you know, like it goes with her.
I love it.
America you live, right, Michelle? I make sure that America you live, right?
I like the color. The color is so nice and bright and vibrant.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Dee said it's no different from having an organization to teach artists how to act when they are becoming famous. Come on, Mish. Listen, no longer change my mind. It's school them out of order. They shouldn't turn back the children because they ain't here. Kiki says, so how's the hair preventing the young?
Hold on,
Thank you, Kiki. Kiki said, so how is the hair preventing the young men from learning?
It is not preventing them from learning, but what it is saying to the others who are complying with the rules is that rules don't matter. So you can go throughout the society without adhering to any policies or anything that has been established in terms of social norms. So
rules are norms.
They are then going to say to me when I say no to them, they're going to say yes.
It is a norm.
When did it become a norm? Because in my father day and mother days, they used to wear afro. When did it become a norm?
That was the norm, and afro, but the norm now is bald head.
The norm can go back to afro.
Soldier boy haircut. So
Master said that's true, so true. Jean said, send them at the. Why are you people so mean?
You're not gonna read you one comment.
Comment. Send them at them. Yeah, they
know the rules. Peter said it's not. However, they are rules.
Exactly.
They said, what if they came with their pants below their butts?
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Rule is rule. They cannot come with it.
Rule says, okay, if the rule says that their pants can be below their knee, if their pants, listen, if their pants supposed to be below their knees and they wear it above their knees, sanction them.
We used to get punished for that in school.
Understand me say a while ago? If the rule says that the pants should be below the knees and they wear it above the knees, sanction
them too. May then go lend them pants.
Okay, Narda said Michelle needs to be quiet. I'm sorry, Narda. You are condoning this bad behavior. Cutting her hair is not a bad behavior. The rule is a rule. Mar Scott said, leave Michelle. She is cool. Let her look bright. It does.
Mar Scott, how could you say that?
Just said we had this problem in Ghana.
Really?
In Akashimota High School, and the case went to court. And the youth them won the case.
And Michelle must represent them down there. Then now we're not.
They will only win the case if they violate the Constitution. If the school violated the Constitution, that's totally different. But our Constitution says the rules of the school is supreme.
Well, we see that the Ministry of Education, so they're gonna try to do something about it. So at this point, that might be so, but we'll see if it changes.
That just for talk. That just talk for talk.
I'm hoping they stop with just for talk and take some action.
I don't know what kind of action they can take.
Carl said
Constitution.
Standards. Carl said standards. If the parents or you don't like it, send them to another school that allowed insubordination. Bravo to the school administration. Why are you people so harsh? Patricia said, Leah, you have lead foot regardless of what you drive, BMW or not. I've seen you drive.
I don't mean that drive. I don't mean that.
Yes, he was driving.
I
That
was
was
Very
a
much,
story.
Pat.
I was saying that I have a friend who was driving
Driving.
110 miles in an 80-mile zone and tell the policeman,
Yes.
say, oh, me never know so me I go so fast because I'm
Yes,
being done
he
when I
was
drive.
driving. I was right there when he was driving. It's true.
You never call
But
nobody.
As they said, and then they have problems when they go out into the working world, not obeying anybody.
Absolutely
Rules
right.
are
Exactly.
none of the rules
Exactly.
are rules. Peter gave a laugh of time and said, wow, the comment section is off the radar tonight. Poor Michelle. You know, we could tell the demographic in the responses. We could
No,
really tell.
you need to, okay, Uno need to tell us. Let me tell you something, other people. Tell us in the messages right now, tell me which part Uno are right from, which part Uno are watch we from. More and know. Write the
Just
comments
say-
now and tell me which part Uno are right Uno come from.
Just say because the youth is very good, clever, but with his dreadlocks, it's a problem for them.
Well, dreadlocks is not a problem. They
Yeah,
they come with
they
their
were sending
dreadlocks
children
put under their tam and they are good. It's not a problem at most schools. And I can speak for
But we
Jamaica.
had a problem, and we've seen it a few
Yes.
times too with this administrator
But
turning
they
them
fix
away
it.
too.
No, it's a matter of how they carry it. They
Yes.
have to
No,
carry
it was neat.
away.
It was neat. It was neat. The one that,
Was
but you know, it was
covered? They
funny.
wanted to put it in a tam. Did they put it in?
You know, it was funny.
What?
Somebody commented on Twitter that the hairstyle is going to turn them into criminals, right? That's why I need to follow the rules.
There's no correlation there.
No, but this is a joke part of it. So what they did was post pictures of all the criminals that the Jamaica Constabulary Force been posting that they captured, and all of them had their unkept hair, showing that that's what happened. That was just a joke.
That after the
But I
police,
was-
after the police then pick them up, then they become unkempt. But,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, Jean said New Jersey. BM said Toronto. D said Toronto.
Ooh.
Chantel
what's
said
it?
Staten
Okay.
Island, New York.
Staten
Hello.
Island in the house. Yeah.
Noreen said
Yay.
Maryland. Althea said New York.
New
Marsha
York.
Scott said Florida, Medellin. Just said in Ghana is a problem. Lawton said from Philadelphia. Garvin said hello, below, hello, logo. What? Chantel said love the discussion. Kiki said Boynton Beach. BM said there are a lot of comments missed. New York. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Maybe I don't know.
All right. I think.
Have
I
you
think,
looked at YouTube?
Oh, Leo, you look at YouTube.
No, I told you to go to YouTube. I don't have
What's
my.
Oh,
your
she must
app?
do all of them. She can't do all of them at the same time. Paulette Chambers is
I
in.
can't. You know, remember that I can't read. Remember?
Oh,
Whatever, Leo.
They must have throw you out of school because you turn your head, your head back way.
It's on my head back way, right? Right.
So you see, hairstyle had nothing to do with that, did it?
Okay,
Okay, BM said hello. Oh, BM said hello, ladies and Leo. BM said miss you people on Saturday. Sharon said good night, everyone. So I'm on YouTube reading. Sharon said, I totally agree with you, Diane. BM said, agree if there are rules, they should adhere to the rules. Nikki E said, Halifax, girl. My three
Halifax.
favorite persons. Good evening, my lovelies. She said the P. Nikki said, everywhere we go, there are rules. They got the rules from first form. Parents are teaching their children that it's
Exactly.
okay to do as they wish with no regard to authority. That's not the reason we have so much, no, it's not,
problem in
lawlessness
the
in
society.
Jamaica.
Nada Haywood says she's in Jacksonville, Florida. And
Who is
in
in
just-
Jacksonville?
Nada
Oh my
Haywood, she's in
God.
Jacksonville.
I'm
Says
here too.
She's in Jacksonville. Anissa Lindo in Toronto. So anybody in that Jamaica, what is? No Jamaican not on this. I mean, one day.
Marsha is in South Florida, so that's
Everybody's-
cool.
everybody
Me have
they are foreign.
representation. Me have representation.
We have a problem with that. Anissa in Toronto, Jalite him that far and him say him love the show very much and him happy to be a part of the tonight edition. Oh God. Nobody there Fern, where are you? Not even Fern, not unknown body from Jamaica.
Oh,
Is
somebody. Oh, Nigel Perth.
nobody.
He's in Jamaica.
Oh.
One person. Nigel said he's in Jamaica.
Tell me a lie, man. Somebody tell me a lie.
Yeah, just a little
You have a
Nigel
friend.
Perth
You have
in
Nigel.
Jamaica.
You have
Oh,
Nigel.
Nigel, thank you, Jesus. So where you come from, Jamaica? Better Clarendon. Thank you so much, Nigel.
I'm gonna tell you. I
Him
think
better look.
it's
Him better looking than that. Him better looking than that.
A Clarendon him come from.
Trelawney.
Clarendon, come from no Trelawney. Clarendon him come from. Nigel, tell me a lie. Tell me a
All
lie.
right, so everybody beat me down today, but I will stand strong. One thing I've learned to stand strong on my own. I disagree with the school. Peter said, LOL, Dr. D, you're the only one in Jamaica. Nigel said Trelawney.
Michelle, you know, tell us say enough to say you come from Trelawney.
In like Michelle.
Oh, Nigel said, I love
in like Michelle over you, Diana. You know, we're the right color tonight.
exactly. Patricia said, I'm right there with you, Diana.
Hey, thank you so much, Pat. All right, so that was one piece of the news. I think we're having so much fun. We can probably push for an hour and a half tonight. So that was the news. But there's another piece of news that broke earlier today, and I'm going to go to the Gleaner because I think the Gleaner carried it. And it was about an incident down at Cornwall Regional Hospital earlier today.
Is that still a hospital or is that bakery now?
No, they're not baking anything down there. It's still hospital.
Okay.
So there was a piece of news and I'm trying to find it because there was a news that was carried on nationwide that said that there was a standoff at the
Standoff?
yes, between police and some patient at the
Michelle, hold on. Make Michelle talk. She really want to talk.
No, it's just funny.
What is
it's
funny?
just funny.
What
No,
is?
because after we read the news and all the media outlets were saying there's a standoff between the gunmen and the police, doctors were talking about it, patients were talking about it. The Jamaica Constabulary Force came out and said no such thing happened.
What do you expect him to say?
Don't believe your eyes.
all right, so make us hold on and just update.
Let me hear the story. Why hear the story?
Yes, and I'm trying to find the story because it look like
maybe the story gone off. Maybe they take off the story.
it look like the story not there anymore.
Yeah, maybe they delete the story.
So there, all right, so I can't find it. The Jamaica, I just cannot find it. I don't believe this. So anyway, nationwide, see that the tweet deleted everything. Some people earlier today there was a standoff, suppose on down at Cornwall. But let us hear what they said didn't happen. They said James.
Search it for me Google. Standoff.
Not there. Assistant Commissioner of Police Clifford Chambers has refuted claims that law enforcement patient who was discharged from the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James on Tuesday had a confrontation prior to the release. Police responded to complaints and upon arrival, the medical team briefed the police, after which the police left the location to carry out further inquiries. Now, why would they go to the location and then leave to carry out the inquiries? Anyway, there was no confrontation between police and any gunman at that location. And there was, for that matter, no confrontation between police and family members of the gentleman. Chambers, who is a assistant commissioner of police, also shared that despite news reports that the patient in question has gang affiliations, all information suggested otherwise.
Reports are that 25-year-old Tyrone Broomfield, a resident of Mafuta, as we open out in the country, Mafuta in Mount Oreb, St. James, was being treated by staff at the medical facility when approximately 15 persons converged on the unit demanding his release. His family and friends alleged that he was not suffering from a medical condition, but was rather inflicted by demons. Is that the same story? Is that
yes,
the same
it
story?
will be.
Okay, so a demons thing. Okay. During an attempt by the men to remove Broomfield, the police were summoned. The patient was eventually released on his own to his own mother, Joan Wilson. Do I know you, Joan Wilson? That's all. That's the only thing.
That's your mother.
Patient released from the hospital. I don't see anything
So Leo, so Mr. Man went to hospital and the doctor said him have his diabetes, but he said that is they say something else. And then why the police? If I go to the hospital for a sore foot, no police don't come to release me. Why the police had to go?
Jesus, but look, hold on there. This is crazy.
What? And Leo can't read in a picture, I look on.
Standoff at Cornwall Regional Hospital as Don and Crooney's demand is released. Right?
Right. And
I
I heard it on
opened it up.
Emily show this evening too.
I opened up the story.
Yes.
It says, sorry, no post.
The story gone. I tried on Twitter.
Now, if we, and listen, there are two problems here. There are two serious problems here that make me really upset, right? If the story was incorrect in the first place, that means we can't trust the media. And if the media was telling the truth and some authority told them to remove the story, that is serious problem also. Because the media is supposed to be the place where we get factual information. Uno hear what me say?
Leo, you forgot to drink like a coconut water and settle your stomach and your chest for you make your blood pressure go up. I mean, live on. Come on.
This is you. How do you do that? You can't do that, America.
So
Free
the story
press.
gone.
The story gone.
And everything else said that nothing never happened like that. So you begin to think, so you drink too much white rum if you're a drinker. You just say bloops. I must have had one too many.
No, hold on there. If
Leave not
somebody,
your eyes or your ears.
the problem is, if the stories are saying no, no go so, that means we're supposed to see one story where say go so.
But then let me tell you, because this evening I actually heard two nurses being interviewed on Emily's show about Emily has a show after 5 after 5 a.m. on 94.5. Yes, not Emily's, another girl. I don't remember her name. It's not that girl Shields, it's Crooks.
No. Okay. No,
something Crooks. But she has a show that comes on.
If you tell the stories, tell it right, okay? Make sure it's our facts. Don't play nationwide on me,
Well, what I'm saying is that there must be some validity to the original story, because she was interviewing nurses who were speaking to what happened at Cornwall and how traumatizing it was.
Yeah.
So it is really no frightening, and I can understand your alarm, Leo. It is frightening and dreadfully disturbing because no, you can't find the story. So if the story was false, what happened? And if the story was true, then what happened? Either which way, what happened? So let me take some of the comments, because
don't believe your eyes. Okay, so Nigel said Trelawney. Okay, I read that. Anissa said he's from Trelawney. Jack said, okay, Kiki said bakery. Jack said, I'm planning to visit Jamaica soon. Jean said, Leo, you too bad bakery. Peter said, how does a hospital become a bakery, Leo?
Because it's idle for hospitals at a Thompson else.
Yeah, Jean said, I got the voice note about the diabetic Don man. Me too, I got it. Patricia said, hello, my friend Sandra. Girl, you always eating, haha. Kiki said, Donman wants to be released against the doctor's will.
Sandra said, hi, beautiful people. Just got home from work. Starving, so I'll be stuffing my face while listening. Sorry, loves, need to refuel a bit. Yes.
Okay. So Kiki said, him saying, in have diabetes, or obia them, obia him.
All right, let's go back. Jean said she got the voice note about the diabetic Don. Okay, you
yeah, me just
that.
that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just said, haha, obia. Nigel said the group ran off in nearby bushes upon the arrival of the police. They say it's on YouTube, no sound. Like whatever happened, it's on YouTube.
No sound?
Yes, friend, I'm starving. May have to eat. Noreen said fake news. VM said relax, Leo. Yes, I just said top my brothers, things are going and we are dead. Althea said sounds like what they call fake news.
So who is it fake news for? Is it fake news because it wasn't right? Or is fake news because
what is happening is we are being played.
We, the Jamaican populace.
Yes, are being played.
And we're being played by the authorities and the press.
Yes.
Unfortunate.
How does the press, now listen, how does the press print a fact and then remove it? So let me tell you this. If it were a printed Gleaner or Star or printed material, how are they going to take it back?
They'd have to put a thing in there the next
Yeah.
week to say that they apologize.
Disclaimer.
Well, this didn't say anything about that.
And that's deleting, like it never exists.
The headline's still there.
All right, make us read the comments. I'm long.
Yeah,
long
as
time
they
to tell
say,
you.
some side, like what they call fake news, just say long time. Me tell you, most of the media personnel, them can't be trusted. Michael said, past Leslie Hager claimed her transcript was sabotaged by the school, losing a scholarship to study abroad and told she should study locally. The problem seems to be widespread at these schools. Noreen said, took it down. I mean, I
They
think
took
he
it
means they
down,
took it
Leo.
down, Leo. Beverly said, whoa, Leo, calm down. But what he said about that is concerning. Hard to trust what is reported. Nigel said, Dion
Yes,
Jackson.
Dion Jackson Miller. That's the name of the person who interviewed the people this afternoon. So it can't be
Patricia.
that my sight failing me, hearing failing me, my hear failing me.
Yeah, Patricia said, I hear you. Go and eat. Me no vex with you. Althea said fake news. Narda said nothing but the men have mental health issues. Narda said they should not have taken it down. They should have printed a corrected story if it was incorrect.
Yeah.
Marsha said Jamaica people love to use their head. Sandra said it's National Enquirer reborn fake news. We don't know if it's fake, but just maybe the match.
I don't want to. I don't like them saying it's fake news.
Yeah.
Because the news reporter that wrote that story wrote it on behalf of reputable paper.
Sources.
These are stories that are verified. No story from reputable newspaper is supposed to go there unless it's completely verified. Because if I go to, if I'm on Facebook,
that one of the stories was actually audio because in one of the stories, Cliff Hughes was actually stating what was happening and giving the update.
At the time.
Just a note that he wrote that it could have been a typo.
So if I go to Facebook and I read something that's alarming to me, I turn around, take the headline and put it on Google to make sure that Gleaner, Nationwide, Jamaican Newspaper Observer has it as a fact. Because I use them as fact. That's what I do. Now, if I can't trust that what they have on there, what the hell?
Yeah, for us, wait till me give you the story.
Yeah, I'm going to call Diana.
Sharon Watson said, Kingston. Nikki said, I'm from St. Mary, Jamaica.
Ooh.
Nikki East.
Nikki East. Yeah. She
in the house with me. Nikki East. Thank you so much.
Which part Nikki come from? In one place named Hood Park.
Wood Park?
I didn't say that. I say Hood Park.
Wood Park.
Hood Park.
Okay.
Hi, Nikki East. Welcome.
That's where Halifax is. Halifax and Hazard and Gale, all of them they same place.
No, we have Hazard in Clarendon.
No, the only hazard that exists is in St. Mary. I don't know what you're talking about.
There is a Hazard in Clarendon, just outside of Mapen, Paisley area. It's called Hazard, and Hazard Drive is the road. And it has a name sign, so it's not like we call a district Hazard. It's a named road. Everybody knows it. Hazard Drive. Hello, anybody from Hazard Drive?
We don't have Hazard Drive. We have Hazard is a town. It's a city. Right, Nikki East?
We must have a city.
Why don't they talk about all of that city? You know, notice something that is common recently. Everything is about Obia with these bad men.
Everybody need a gathering.
That's a big thing that.
Yes, the Obia man, I must say
if our leaders have them own an Obia man, what do you think will happen? Everybody else have them own an Obia man too. But Obia is not a bad thing, you know. I don't have a problem.
Not bad, but
no, Obia is something that passed down from from Ghana till here. You know,
Obia
Never met Obia.
or the null
Or
the
which
talking about
doctor?
Obia.
the what?
The practitioners of
Hey, look at them
Obia.
make
Is it
billions of
wrong?
dollars.
Oh, listen. I don't know if it's true or false, but I'm just saying to you, it didn't just start yesterday. It started a long time ago. They made it illegal. It's still illegal in Jamaica, by the way.
To practice
Still on
Obia.
the books to practice it. Okay? But our leaders are using it, so therefore it can't
Maybe
be
to
used.
solve the crime problem, we need to, engage
Yeah,
these,
but hey, listen,
To solve the crime problem, we need to engage the Obia
engage
man.
these Obia men.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
But see, the Obia man caused a problem today because somebody Obia somebody and the man had to go to the
See?
You
hospital.
never have the right portion.
No, I'm the right portion. Oh, that poor
You
guy.
never have the right portion at all, at all. That's the problem. He needed a portion.
He's sad, man.
I'm sorry for us. It is scary, Leo. I have to agree with you that we can see a major news item, something that's alarming, a major news and major a supposed confrontation between the authorities, the police, not just regular authorities, but not the hospital administrators, but the police and a patient who is supposedly somebody that they ought to be taken in, and they then leave the institution because they are under threat. This is happening in the constituency of the sitting Minister of National Security. This is happening in the mecca of our tourism sector. Do you understand the implications for
Can you
a
imagine
news?
someone trying to do a research with police department in Jamaica? What kind of facts FAX they're going to get? FAX, no, not FACTS. What kind of facts they're going to get? Because there's not. I can't trust that they're doing anything correct down there. Everything go like one. You throw the baby out of the water with the bath water because you do it one time, you do it all the time. That's what me think.
Well, it certainly discredits a number of institutions. It's egg on the face a lot for the Gleaner and the Observer and Nationwide News and all the other
Talk
stations.
with Nationwide though, because they're always thorough. Nationwide
Yeah.
is always
Oh,
thorough.
you know. Oh, you know. For them to
Because they
tell
always-
you,
No, we're going to have to
No, we
sit and
know.
take everybody.
Now we know.
okay, this is not a one-time issue. They don't just
Yeah,
do it.
now we know.
Foolishness. I
But
always
this is the
complain about these news reports or them not do it. It's sickening.
It's like the control what they have because the power they have with us giving what they need. But because last week they had a shootout at KPH, which obviously they couldn't come out and say it's not true. But because it did happen.
Somebody found it, Cliff Hughes.
The doctors, nurses, medical staff, patients there have been traumatized because of an incident that could have or threatened.
Turn on the phone a little bit better now.
Deadly. Yeah. A Don, that's how it is being reported to us. A Don was admitted on one of the wards and was apparently of the view that he wasn't sick. His cronies came onto the ward demanding that he be released. The Don was admitted or taken to the hospital for diabetic treatment and is of the view that he's not diabetic, that he was really the victim of obia. His cronies demanded that he be released. The police were called, and when the police showed up, his cronies stood their ground and threatened to engage the police in a shootout. So, he was released against medical advice. The poor doctors and medical staff were cowering in fear.
Wow.
Yes. So he left. Ah,
What
dear.
a big lie.
This is where we are.
How you know a lie?
What a
How you
big
know a
lie.
lie?
Oh, you mean I no lie? I lie that. That's a big lie because the report is deleted from Nationwide. That's
Yeah, but then I
nationwide.
mean, say a lie. Maybe then tell them to delete it.
Well, then delete it. That means a lie. That means that because it says no such thing. All he did there, all he was doing right here was telling us the story as it happened, right? But then we went and found one that nationwide deleted the story. Yes? And then subsequent to that, we also saw where the police says there is no such thing.
But
That's
Leo,
a lie. He was reporting a
could
lie.
be- Yeah, but then I mean, say a lie. Suppose I threaten him and say he need to remove it.
That is a lie.
Let me read the comment. Jackie say, Lord have mercy, Leo. Mascot say, Lightning say, Obia in my dead laugh, and then he say, Obia in all Africa. Zizi says, good evening. What's the topic? She must figure that out. Or Zizi will figure that out by now. Sorry. Mascot Marcel, Lord have mercy, Leo. Me tell you, fam, he says. Nada says, you guys are hilarious. Lightning can't even trust the national security fam them. Some of them conjoined with the criminals a lot. Kiki says, did I miss her? Miss Kiki. Where's Kiki? Someone have my thing jump. Oh, wonder if is what Oberman can give me. I wonder if the Oberman can give the Super Bowl winning numbers. That's all I would need.
See, the Super Lotto. Yeah, I need some numbers.
The Super Bowl numbers.
Your Lightning, see if you can find me a good one over there. Needed not
Well,
the Lotto
like,
numbers.
so the Oberman them weak. If them alive, where you think the regular people them are gonna do? Says the marker. It is scary at best. It is alarming. It's unfortunate.
It's just funny.
That is not funny at all. I'm telling you.
No. It's like they always do it. Whatever you see, you don't see. Let us tell you what you see.
I take with a fool.
It's always happening over and over. No matter if your eyes see it, it did not exist.
Well,
So
what Shaggy said it wasn't me. And we give him Grammy.
Because the first thing that came to my mind was when they said he was a Don. I'm like, if you know he's a Don, why the police never arrest him? Like, if you already know he's a Don, you know what I mean?
They can't arrest him because him man
But
did
then
it.
now they come out and say, oh no, he's not a Don. He's just a taxi operator. That's what they said. He's just a taxi operator. They don't know if him being any crew or anything.
I wonder if he's more dead soon.
No, man. Don't call on that funny man. You're mad with the opium man, them. Stop.
All of us. Well, guys, I read an interesting article. I think I took a photo of it on the weekend. They keep featuring, well, no, I wonder if it's a lie. Some Jamaicans who are not often celebrated here, who have done some things. One of them was, oh shucks, I don't remember the name, but I had.
Diana, are you all right tonight, Diana? Because
no, I'm a little bit distracted.
For 2 minutes a while ago, and I'll know we don't know where I say. Somebody over here tonight. I mean, I know somebody over here tonight. Yes.
Yeah, let's call in. What they call it, sensitive, because of the whole whatever.
Yeah, man. The oil thing, you know.
It's all right, don't worry. I'm a good Catholic. I'm good. I don't need no Obia man. They will check me for that. But in the Jamaica Gleaner on Sundays, they've been carrying special articles about under-celebrated Jamaicans, notable Jamaicans who have done things. And last week, Sunday, I had meant to keep the article to share about this man. One, because he was from Clarendon and he was being celebrated. And he also had an affection to Clarendon College as well. So I'll try and find it just to share a little snippet of it.
Why do you think we want to know about Clarendon and Clarendon College?
Because we had agreed that we would share snippets about other Jamaicans who are not really.
But we don't want to know about the ones in a Clarendon and Trelawney. We don't want to know.
That is from Clarendon.
Okay, Trelawney, we need to highlight. What is your problem with Trelawney, Leo?
I don't have a problem. I'm just saying that we don't need to have nothing about them.
So I just say more comments. Okay, Noreen said, Lord of mercy. Who said it was a lie, Leo? Sandra says somebody give Leo fever grassy with a shot of white rum. Dee said somebody get paid off. Noreen said, Michelle, they're probably afraid of the dance. Garvin said, bad man is active everywhere. Jalighting said, may I tell you.
But I don't understand how the bad man part come in it, but you know, it's unfortunate. So we need to end on a positive note. We need to talk about something funny.
Narda said she come
encouraging.
from Chilani, so leave Chilani alone.
So Nada Haywood come from Trelawney and she live in a
Jacksonville. In a Jacksonville.
Yeah. We shall have one pseudo name. No.
From Chilani to Jacksonville.
What about family?
Yes.
I don't know.
Your sister.
Another name she operate under, you know.
Your sister is your sister, but your sister don't know.
Ain't not true.
Oh my God.
It was a good thing. VM said no Jamaica first. D said Leo Clarendon is the best. What are you really? What are you talking about?
I'm sure that if we vote to put a vote right now, Michelle is gonna vote no, and I'm gonna vote no, and Diane is gonna lose.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
But you know, this week is pen relays. I wish I could.
Are you going? Oh, you're not.
But I'd love to see. I hope that we get some good images of the girls running. I'm looking forward to them 4 girls there mash up the relay again. I mean, I don't think anybody can beat them at all.
Well, looking forward to that too. There was an article about the homeless and some GPS to help track them, and I can't find it either. No.
In Jamaica.
Yes, and I thought it was hilarious.
To track what? Homeless?
Some GPS to track the homeless. I said, and who tracking them? Now I'm reading an article where it says employment for homeless people being considered. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development says, Desmond McKenzie says the employment of homeless people is being considered as part of a program to encourage economic independence and self-sufficiency among the population. The people are homeless.
That's just somebody that's bright.
The people are homeless.
That's just somebody who's bright. Sometimes our homeless have some mental issues, and not that they all are, but sometimes they do have some mental issues. I'm not so sure. Why is it that we would want to track our homeless people? Are we saying that they're doing something wrong? Why wouldn't we track our own goddamn self?
Study.
Why don't we track ourselves? You know, some people not thinking about people's personal rights that they have to walk about and do their own business at their own time without being tracked. Why would you want to them dog them?
No, but it's something they might track them for. Is it a study to see how many homeless?
I don't care what they want to track them for.
How many services?
I wonder who would give them the consent.
That's right. I mean, there's an app that was brought in front of me the other day, right? To consider, and the reason I didn't consider it is because it has a GPS on it. They want to track women in the car. No, they want you to the women to download it in their car, on their phones, and when it's downloaded, you know, if they get captured or something, they can turn on the thing and they know where. To me, I don't want Facebook to track me, so I turn off my thing. I don't want WhatsApp or anybody to track where I am, right? There's a lot of tracking that's going on that I don't know about and I can't control it. But anytime they give me the opportunity to track me, nobody is supposed to track me.
It's called sharing your location.
I don't give a rat's ass what they want to call it. Me.
I don't know that you can say that's on the show. This is a children's show.
A rat's arse. What me say? Rats. What me say?
You must say don't give a ratter.
Okay, you don't need to implement anything that's gonna track anybody. You don't need to do that. It's wrong. People need to walk free, live free, go where they want, go give bun if they
That's the
want give
problem.
bun.
People trying to live freely, or you have to don't say that
I have
then
a
it
problem
means
with people never cut their
that-
hair then. Not cutting their hair. Be free.
no, but it's not when you operate within a grouping that says that this is not the rule. The norms are established
I
for the
agree. We should all be
institution,
free
and
though.
they can be free when it's holiday and them at home.
I mean, let me tell you something. Don't take this out of context because I am
With
a
financial.
stickler for the law. The law is norm. And so when I say live free, I mean nobody's supposed to track and find out where my location is.
Okay.
Nobody's not supposed to do that. Within the law, live free. Go about your business and do what. If you want to go get bun or go get bun, I feel your business that. For your personal
Alright.
business.
I'd love to see how many people in this
One
chat
favor.
turn on their location
One
on their WhatsApp.
One
Yeah.
bun. Chantel said my husband is going to Penn Relays. Dee said I'll
Ooh.
vote with
Put
Dr.
a GPS on him, Chantel.
Nikki said you see too. Garvin said una chat like una other people. Actually, Lawton said he's going to Penn Relay. Noreen said I'm
When is
going
your
to watch
Penn Relays?
Relay
Let me
this
see if I can
weekend.
make it. When is this
This
weekend?
Yeah. I'm going to watch the relays. Thanks for the info, Leo. Althea said, does that mean that they're going to put a chip on them? Just said, no good at all. Just said, free, feel free, man.
Yes.
Lactation and all them things we have to live. Noreen said, they can track you on the cell phone. Patricia said, oh, wow, Leo. Ha ha.
You know,
Just
I'm
said,
con-
me not give you location.
I'm concerned for these athletes. We had boys and girls champs just the other day, and within a week of that, they had the Gibson relays, and now within 2 weeks of that, they have Penn relays.
No,
These people
Gibson
are
Relays.
massive
I don't agree with that. Gibson Relays gone from February. Sorry.
No, not Gibson relays. We just had a game, Carifta
Carifta.
games. So
But
1 week after there was Carifta
Jason.
games. So you had
It's
boys
Jackson.
champs. 1 week later, there's
You only
Carifta.
need 1 week of rest. Only need
So when
1
they
week of
didn't
rest.
get any rest, they
But they can't even take rest too long though.
and we don't take care of them. And when them sick, it's like you just cast them aside.
No
and
man,
go to the next
no man,
person.
they're taken care of. They're taken care
No,
of.
they're not taken
They
care
have
of.
proper
When they
diet
can afford.
depending on who is their
Proper
coach. But
diet where?
they're getting proper diet. Even like now when they go to Penn Relay,
And
they're
what kind of
provided
support they get
for.
for their mental state and
They
and
have
all of
they
that?
have therapists and everything. Yeah, man, they have everything
Every
for
school
them.
have a therapist, Michelle.
So like they have one like a booth or wherever they go to, like when you go to Penn Relay, you have Team Pickle.
Right, but that is too
provide-
late. I
and you have
am
other
concerned.
groups.
But what about me? I am the athlete who go to school. I am at school. I go to boys champs. I spend the whole time at boys champs. I get some attention. When I go back, I still training with me and one coach and the whole away train. And then I have to come back again 1 week later for Carifta games. And 1 week later on the dragging me off to Penn relays. Who take care of my mental state?
I don't know, but the athletes.
I don't get you, Diana.
Yeah.
I don't get you. I don't get you. If the
What you
people
don't
that
get?
don't want to go Penn Relays, they not have to
They're
go.
not gonna go. And the students.
It's not a must. It's not a must.
All
So
right.
we don't get
No,
you
but
at
the
all.
athlete.
Let me
Which
jump
the
off.
athlete-
Let me jump off of Michelle. Let me jump off of Michelle and jump on you. Right.
Which athlete going to get up and say to them, coach, me not going to Carifta or me not going
They
to
do.
Penn
They
Relay?
do.
Absolutely, they can do that.
They do.
I wonder
Some
how
of them-
many of them know that they can do that, and their little support that they get for their family is not at risk.
They're not getting no
I don't
support.
understand the society that
They're
we
not
in.
getting no support. They're not getting no support. What kind of support?
What you mean?
They're not getting no money.
Take my child from when you take my child from country and she come to Kingston to run for your school, and they run for your
Usually give
school.
them house
You
in
don't
a
think
pool.
that's something?
I thought
And
you
then
talked
I am
about-
going to turn around and tell you, say, I tired and I'm not going to Penn Relays. What happened?
I don't think that.
If I go back a country.
Edwin Allen in that country.
So wait, only Edwin Alwyn them coming from home to the other school then.
No, but just saying, based on the athletes that I have known who have gone through the whole high school, then on from primary to high school to college, they do it because they want to do it. They do it because they have a love. They usually quit at some point whether they want to focus on another
I don't
career,
think, I
but
don't think
because they
Dan
have
ever,
a love.
I don't think Dan ever run 100 meters. Have you ever run 100?
No,
Dan,
you have
you
to
ever run
think
100 meter
about
yet?
it. These students are overworked and overburdened.
No, they're
Most of
not.
them,
They're
they are
not.
not
Too
though.
much
They're not.
pressure
They're
on
not.
them.
Me
We
not
put
agree with
too
you.
much pressure on them,
Me not agree with
But
you at all.
and
They
we
need
don't give them
pressure.
sufficient support.
They need pressure.
I think they do. But the thing is that because we don't do athletics to us, because to them, if you take them away from running a race, it's like you're giving them a death sentence. It's like heartbreaking to them. It's their season.
Yes,
So
but
it's
some
like
of
we
them
have
get
the
them to know that
95.
they're unwell and shouldn't be doing that.
No, man, me not agree
But
with you
if
at
they're
all.
unwell,
Them
they
don't
sit
know that
down.
they're unwell and them shouldn't
Diana,
be doing that.
Me not jump on that the bandwagon, Diana.
No, man, it's
Nah,
not fair
jump
to
on
the
that the
student.
bandwagon.
It's
No,
not fair
but
to
the
the
thing,
athlete. In
the
a
thing is
1
that,
month, look how much things they're doing in a 1
look how me
month.
I jump,
but
look how
they
me I
prepare
jump
all
all over
year.
Michelle. The whole night me I jump all over Michelle. And you just come with this and all.
Yeah, you can't jump all over me. You wish. You can't jump.
Oh, ouch. Ouch. Telling Michelle forward. They are overworking the
No, but
athletes.
to be honest, the athletes are a different breed, because to me, when
No,
they
they're
are
not no different breed. Them overworked and them not
are.
supported sufficiently.
I think they are though.
No, it's no,
They get
can't.
support
The
from
one
their
and two
community
schools,
staff, because members say
they
no.
see the big school, them can support them. All the little one them will come from the little
In a community get it sponsored to, because you have people overseas, because when the William Lee schools used to come over, it's people from Chilani, put them up, ensure they get to Penrille, make sure they have housing, food, and when they reach to Penrille, another staff people take them on. You have the alumni for the schools that step in. You have all these other entities and family members who step in that travel with them. So they have to support the younger ones, and it's something that they want to do. And if they are injured, they know that they have to rest, because it makes no sense to destroy their tendons or whatever, because they're out for the whole year. So they protect themselves, and the coaches protect them, because if they get injured, they are no good. But it's something that they get up every day and exercise. If you listen to
I used to run. I used to run.
Leo, you used to run, go down a riverside. Look here.
Listen, we were running every week. We have a meet every week.
Mhm.
When you play basketball, 82 games every 2 nights, the basketball players them play. When you play football, they play 16 games a year, once a week for 16 weeks. And then practice every day. And you can't ease up. It's just the
I
way it
understand all of that, but I still maintain that our athletes are under pressure to
It's
have
okay.
3
They're made for that.
significant meets
the thing that they want,
within a short period.
They
of
are
time.
meant for that. They are meant
My
for
They
that.
are not all built for that.
Yeah, man,
And
they're-
I believe
They're not
that
all
we
built, and
don't
that's why
have
they're
sufficient. You see how me listen to no? I
Hush.
don't believe that
All
they
right,
have
sorry,
sufficient
more
support
listen, go and
system
talk.
within all
Go and
their
talk.
schools to support
All
them
right.
in a meaningful way.
Take
Them
some
not yet
comments.
at that stage.
Take some
Comment.
comments for Diana.
Some comments. All right. Then go question for you, Dr. Diana. These are good stamina, Dr. Diana. LOL. Michael said, Michelle and Leah, you're talking nonsense. Michael, me know about athletes, so me not talk
Read
nonsense.
the comment.
Leah,
Read
tell
the
them
Michael
to
say
say
again.
athlete
Michael
too.
said, Michelle and Leo, you
That
are
Michael
talking
talk about.
nonsense.
Yeah, Michael talk about. Michael talk about
Our-
Michelle's comment a while ago. But me can't jump over her. That's why Michael talk about.
That's not what Michael talking
And that's what
about.
I talk about. Renee said, them tired with you, Dr. D. Brian
Exactly.
Listen said it in an interview recently. Kiki said the rest between champs and pen relays, by the time pen relays over, they are really burnt out.
Exactly.
After I said, I don't think you tell them about going to America to run. They all want to go. A lot of them are assisted by the alumni association. I do not know that. Renee said those are professional, Leo. Yeah, but the thing
She
is
says
that
that she does know that. She says that she does know that they are.
I do know that.
You
Yeah,
see-
that's
you
something
see,
I them.
Diana look for support. She's looking for support from the people in
I have support. Renee says they are burnt
going
out.
on. You see?
And Michael says, of course, he says you're talking nonsense.
No, but the thing is that like a lot of athletes, like I've seen, like they started off good, where you think they would make it, and they just quit. They're like, it's not for me. I don't want to wake up early morning. I don't want to practice. I don't want to do that. And they just stop running.
Diana,
Nobody
Diana.
stopped.
But these are professional
That's Diana.
athletes.
That's
They're not
Diana.
students.
That's Diana.
So not professional high school that have
That's
left
Diana
like
for
the
you.
go
He
Calabar.
go run one day and in top for your in life. He never run again. Say too hard.
Yeah, but it's good
Everybody
when
know
they
me
show
can't
their
run. I
skill.
don't know my gift, so we don't bother with that. But I do believe that the period is just much too short and it's strenuous on the
Short.
athlete.
It is short, but
Don't have
that's
the
the
team
thing,
support.
you know, like
Are
that's
you
why
guys
some
gonna
of them
take some comments?
I
Are you
just
guys
did.
Oh, you did?
Michael said I used to be an athlete. Okay, Michael, tell us
So he
about it. And tell us how
understands
you
it,
feel.
and then he understands it.
VM said I agree with Dr. Diana.
Thank you very much.
You know, all the children want to do it. If they can't handle it,
No, but
you
it's
know,
not always like that. It's not always their decision. Or they have to consider other things as well.
yeah, and I love to showcase because like a show, as Duchenne Bowl said, it's like you're performing and you have to put on a performance for that couple of seconds. Some of them just love it as you see how they react after winning or you know whatever. Like if not the last one, I hear some of them say, "Oh, it was just practice for us." To us, we're saying, "Oh my God!"
If you win the race, you're gonna say it's just practice. But if you don't win the race, it's not no practice for you though.
Put in the work, put in more work.
Anybody on YouTube saying anything? Because you
I
guys
keep forgetting about YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. I don't know why Leah can't pull up YouTube. All right.
Yeah, on the phone.
On Nikki said Leo on target. That was it.
Leo on target with what?
everything.
Comment.
Nikki is what a beaten too. But Leo on target. And then him with
Nikki,
the
we just went and celebrate Taki on the 8th of April. Taki. And Nikki, Taki's name is not spelled T-A-C-K-Y. It's spelled T-A-K-Y-I. T-A-K-Y-I. His name is Taki. Because it's maroon. And Taki.
And all of a sudden he might walk around with wrong name.
Yeah, it's been the same way when teachers say Arawak Indian. When we grew up, you know, when I grew up that time, but when me I grew up, they teach you how the Arawak Indian have flat nose and flat forehead and flat face because them put one piece of, when the baby born, the mother put one piece of board on him face and his face just because and those were Arawaks, not Tainos. I had never heard that word Taino until
what the Tainos do?
Huh? I don't know what the Tainos do. I don't even know what Tainos are. What the Tainos do?
Did you know that they still exist at Jamaica?
Them what?
They still exist in Jamaica.
What she said?
Did you know that?
Racist.
Yeah, they're still in Jamaica right now.
They're within the region.
I thought they died out. Didn't they die out?
No, there was a small group they found in Jamaica.
That was the story.
Listen, when Christopher Columbus come to Jamaica, which we're not sure if that's the truth, because every island say Christopher Columbus come up for them country, and all in America, Christopher Columbus come say for them government. Me don't know how Christopher Columbus both them to
There's a Jamaican singer, and it's a song I'm really fond of. And he speaks to the nature of Christopher Columbus and what he was.
Him discover every goddamn island in the West Indies, right? And in America. And I'm saying to myself, how film boat them so good from 1692 until now? You know, that don't even make any sense. That him could have discovered. Me not thinking discover Jamaica.
1492.
Whatever.
That's why we don't celebrate him anymore. Because they say lie, Mattel.
I must lie.
Just like, yeah, they don't celebrate it again. Most states.
But him have some of the biggest name in America because America celebrate him. For a while, Italy would not celebrate him.
Because they say it was a lad and him thief the queen.
Yes.
Yeah. Most states.
Columbia University got its name from Columbus. Columbus, Ohio got the name from Columbus. Whole heap of Columbus are going here still in America because America love him. But Jamaica don't like him. Ooh. We learned all about Sir Henry Morgan. The thief is murder on his murderous.
Well, that's the story they say about him, probably only because he was black and came from this side of the world.
Exactly. I became black.
So the stories are always negative, unfortunately, not meaning to offend the diverse amongst us. But Usually that is a story. If I might just pick up with some more of the things. Carlene says, them just find tacky bird paper. She didn't laugh. Think father must just signing bird paper, Carlene.
You know, no more name, it's tacky.
I said, no, so name for spell. BMSL say, Leo, what year did you go to school?
I don't know if your business. If me tell you, you tell me say. If me tell you tell me say 1940 me born.
Leo don't want anybody to know that he born 1950. The Lightning says Columbus, him a bad man, him come America, Africa run the gold them. Says some other comments. The Macker says, how can you discover somewhere where people already exist? Give me a break. Exactly.
So when he came to Jamaica, them work out the Indian, them kill off the whole of them, and the one them we don't work off, then give them gonorrhea, then give them malaria, all kind of thing, and then dead off.
Because their immune system wasn't, strong enough to withstand the various viruses that came with the ships, with the sailors.
I left high school 1979.
Okay.
Really?
Gavin says that we look like we glorify violence. I don't know the premise on which he has come to such a position. And I wish that if Gavin would comment, he would at least comment in a productive way. But to suggest on this platform that we are glorifying violence, we certainly can't.
I guess because we like what the guy
because me there make nice.
No, but I don't know. It's not like him put a little smiley face beside it or something, or she, whatever it is. But
he will explain, and it's okay. I mean, yeah, that's the good thing about life. You see, is that we all draw different conclusion by looking at the same thing, and it's okay. So we just have to give him a chance to speak his mind so that we understand what he's doing, and so we can. Yeah.
We always appreciate the wisdom of those elders amongst us.
Oh, thank you.
Especially when they take it graciously.
I finally your age. Okay, Leo, you are 62 or 63. Oh, I don't
I wish.
Poor Leo, nowhere near this. So this is it. Guys, we've done very well tonight. We have gone past our usual time, and I'm going to put the towel in. But I want to ask a story. Yesterday I discovered this, and I'm going to ask Michelle and Leo, this is your homework. No, tell me no. Why do they say to bell the cat? Who is going to bell the cat? What does that mean? And what is this origin of this?
To bell him like so? Hanging down? Yeah.
So when you say who's going to bell the cat? Michelle, you turn him upside down.
Yeah.
Okay. Leo, Michelle, what does it mean to bell the cat? You never hear the term?
Never hear before.
Or beating ratted.
So somebody always say, well, who's going to bell the cat?
Actually, a song was shot by that name.
Somebody needs to do something, and the group will say, well,
which means to attempt to agree to perform an impossible, difficult task.
Yes. So who's going to bell the cat about these stories that we're not impressed with, or the removal of the stories?
Well, I already expressed my gosh. It's really a bad thing. No. Let me tell you how bad it is. It means that the medium through which we get our factual news about national news is in error, is wrong, is faulty, intentionally. It's intentionally faulty. That means we cannot depend on our national news. So therefore, we need to find other sources. So therefore, the government need to restrict them from releasing news.
So we should abandon the news stations and the local newspapers, and we perhaps should desist from buying them, because what we're buying is of little worth for a fleeting moment, seemingly. It hasn't. It didn't even last a
And
day.
somebody sue you. You can't tell people not to buy. Okay.
Oh, but I can make that decision, and I can share
Oh yeah,
that
you you're not gonna do it.
it brings into question whether or not I should buy a paper or any paper or subscribe to any news station, because if I can't rely for a story to, if I can't
Rely on the truth of the story.
rely on the publication and the sharing of information that is reliable and truthful, then something is wrong.
Yeah.
Something is
Seriously.
very wrong. And then I have to begin now to question everything that I see and hear in my country.
Diana, let me ask you this. Does the government pay the news companies? Because if they do,
Oh,
huh?
I don't know that the government would pay them.
Does it fund them?
I don't know. There are some stations that are there. There's probably one or two stations that have a government affiliation to it, like the public broadcasting stations. So those would have a government affiliation. The Jamaica Information Service would too, and I suppose the various ministries, because they advertise on these media platforms, then they would perhaps have a little influence. I don't know, but it's not that the government pays them. But I can imagine that when it comes around to doing a full paid ad or half a page ad or any ads for that matter, then certainly they would have to rely on the various ministries for the use of their service. I don't know.
To me, it kind of hard, because I went from, different media outlets to like a few, because that's all right, I trust what they're saying. Compared to others, you have to be, like, is it true? But then now the one that I really started to trust, Nationwide, kind of disappoint me. So where do I go for the news? Like,
You have to take a break from the news.
yeah, because this is very disappointing, and it's hilarious with the police. So I can't. Where do you get the news? You can't trust anybody with the news.
No news is good news, and only bad news makes news. Leo?
Well, you guys have a wonderful night. I appreciate this time that we spent together. I thank you for having me on the show tonight.
We can barely hear you. What happened to your microphone? It dropped?
Thank you for being on the show tonight. It's been great. Thank you so much.
And keep your hat covered, your head.
You don't like my body?
Yeah, I love your ball head.
I want to defend this school, so.
Ball head. Ball head, I like Rasta.
Good night, everyone.
Thanks, guys, for being here. And we see you on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock Michelle time.
Don't make promises that you can't fulfill. Oh.
Yes, I will have internet. I am sorry if I have to go elsewhere. There will be internet. I'm looking forward to the show.
All right, guys, you have a wonderful night. This is Leo Gilling, Diana Davis Smith, and Michelle Fanger on a Tuesday night. See you Saturday morning.